Hello and welcome to How to Play Monopoly, presented by Uthman Yaqeen, Hind Mrani and Zakaria Al-Hali. This video covers how to play the board game Monopoly. The video will start with the general concepts and gameplay, then get into more of the details for the game. The game is played with 2 to 8 players. The board is set up by stacking both chance and community chest cards on the board in the spaces provided. Each player selects a token to move around the board, and each one starts on the go base. Each player receives $1,500 to start the game. The game chooses one player to be the banker. The banker will distribute and collect money and manages the properties, houses, and hotels. The objective of the game is to become the wealthiest player in the game through buying and selling properties.
Monopoly, a game in which each player attempts to become the wealthiest by buying, renting, and selling property. Place the Monopoly board on a table with the game cards face down in their allotted spaces. Select one player to be the banker. The banker will handle any play money not owned by the players and will initially distribute $1,500 in play money to each player. Step 3. Choose the first player. Roll the dice and compare your score with those of the other players. The player with the highest roll goes first. Place your marker in the corner of the board marked Go. When it is your turn, roll the dice and move your marker the corresponding number of board spaces. Number 5 is to evaluate your roll. Respond to your dice roll. Depending on where you land, you may be able to purchase property or build houses or hotels that will generate income for you. A tip to know: if you land on someone else's property, you will have to pay rent to them. Other possibilities include having to pay taxes or going to jail. You may also have the option of taking a chance or community card. Number 6, you must continue playing or responding to the game's cues until you run out of money or until the game is called because of time. The individual with the most money at the end of the game wins.
The rules of the game Monopoly are too simple. We start with the first one, which is each player starts with $1,500 and choose a token. The second rule is player take turns rolling 2 dice and moving their token around. Then we have the third and the fourth rules in the game, and they look almost the same. The third one is if a player lands on an unowned property, they can buy it by paying the listed price. And the fourth one is if a player lands on a property owned by another player, they must pay rent to the owner based on the property. The fifth rule in the game says that players can improve their properties by building houses or hotels. And the sixth one says if a player lands on the go to jail space or draws a go to jail card, they must move to the jail space. Last but not least, the seventh rule simply is the game continues until one player has bankrupted all other players and he is the last one standing.